What's up, everyone? It is Bo, and I am back on FANCRAFT. And yeah, we've got some work to do today because as I was flying over the lore office here, I noticed, wait for it, there it is, you've got mail. Well, I've got mail. As you recall, we set up this beacon as kind of a way to inform me if ever anybody was to drop off some mail here at the lore office. And some strange things have been going on that probably do require some attention, so I'm very eager to figure out what it was that was reported. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, an anonymous tip. Dear leader of the lore office, I have been watching your efforts in the plot hole, and I would like to help you to contain, control, and eliminate any and all lore from the face of Earth 4. I suspect, like you, that the rings are a gateway to the multiverse, and the artifacts are the key. I look forward to observing your progress with interest. Sincerely, your most invested benefactor, E2B. E2B. Okay, so apparently some sort of robot droid has decided they want to help us with this. I think that's not weird at all. I'm sure it's fine, but they do bring up some interesting points, and most specifically that these artifacts may in fact be the key of what is going on underneath Central City, and we need to investigate. Now, as a quick refresher, every single district in Central City has an artifact established or at least associated with it, and I think at this point all of us actually have one. We've got kind of the Star Wars district with Fox, we've got the Marvel district with me, all of these various districts and all of their various artifacts. And so I'm thinking we need to kind of test out and see if, if this benefactor, this anonymous tip might be onto something. Now, mine I have kept relatively safe. I actually have not used Mjolnir all that much. In fact, maybe to my detriment or maybe to my shame, I've been a little too, honestly, scared to use it because I didn't want to lose it. But as you can see, it probably needs to be mended up a little bit before we do whatever we're about to do. Oh, okay, So's online. Hey, I'm just asked her if she has her artifact because maybe we can both test this out and see what might be going on. Just want to mend this up a little bit. Yeah. Hey, So.
No.
Oh, up here. I'm above. Nope. Look to your right. To your other right. Your other right.
Right.
Okay. So I have an anonymous benefactor has contacted me to let me know that perhaps the theory that these artifacts have something to do with what's going on below Central City. There might be like some sort of connection there. Are you familiar with this? Are you aware of the plot hole?
I'm not.
Okay. Let me show you the plot hole. Right over here. Now, this is technically off limits, but since it's off limits by the lore office, I'm approving this. You may step through.
Oh, thank you very much.
And as you can see, we have got something that I have been told resembles a Stargate. Now, I didn't watch Stargate, so I don't know what that means. But
I watched like 5 episodes.
Well, there you go. There's 5 episodes right down there. Yeah. So yes, there is this whole question of what exactly is this big ring structure? What is it for? What does it do? How does it work? There's just a lot of questions. The theory is that this could in fact be some sort of gateway that is activated by the artifacts, by our artifacts. Yes. And so my guess is that they coordinate with the various districts. Now, each district is represented by an L.O.R.E. You've got the artifact of which district? Mount Olympus?
I forgot. Mount Olympus, yes.
Yeah. So Mount Olympus is it's the blue. Is that
So lapis or the
lapis? That's what it is. It's actually the lapis. Okay.
Right, that one.
Yep. All right, and then mine is Marvel, which is the redstone. So I'm thinking it's right here. So I guess we kind of put it in Thanos style, like in the sockets type deal.
Okay.
All right. You want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Oh, yep. That's
Oh.
something happened.
Okay. All right. That definitely did something.
Oops. That. Other than stepping on that.
Oh yeah. Don't step on that.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So if I do mine there.
No.
Oh. Hello.
Sound.
Okay. So.
Oh.
We've definitely activated something.
Did.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I think this theory is proven to be more than a theory. I think it's safe to say that there is some sort of correlation here between the artifacts and the ring.
So what does it do?
Well, that's a great question. I don't know. I don't think any of us will really truly know until we light it up and figure out what happens. But I think I don't know. I'm guessing that we need to gather the other artifacts, and I'm also thinking that maybe the lore office needs to set up some sort of like research facility down here and kind of study it a little bit as well.
That sounds interesting.
Yes. Also, there's this little situation. As you kind of hurt yourself on, there seems to be one of the sections missing.
Ooh, a final one.
Yeah. So I don't know. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
I can't wait to find out.
Yeah. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for strange happenings, and if you see anything, be sure to report to the lore office.
Oh, absolutely.
Sweet. Well, there you have it. As a bat flies around me, we know that this definitely does something, and I do think that it is time that we set up a little bit more of a permanent operation down here around these rings we gotta figure out more of what's going on. I mean, we can't just keep on lighting this thing up and just, hope everything goes for the best, right? Right? Like, there needs to be some sort of research facility down here. I think that makes sense. So I'm thinking, gosh, I don't want to mess with too close to what we got going on over here. So maybe kind of tucked away over here would be pretty good. Yeah, that's looking nice. All right. So yes, the L.O.R.E Research Center, L.O.R.E Site A, whatever we want to call this, Site 1. I don't know. We'll think on the name. Actually, you know what? How about this? Put a name in the comments. What should we call this? Okay, what should we call this area? Like Area 1? Area Prime? I mean, plot hole is good, but I feel like it's a little too on the nose. Plus, we might need to cap the hole. You know what I mean? I mean, it's getting a little dangerous down here. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work on this, and let's see what we come up with. All right, and I've been at work, and I think I like it. As you can see, this guy right here. Okay. So apparently the rings are in a slime chunk because we've been getting like a ton of like these little slime blocks. I started working on this thing and they just keep on spawning and spawning and spawning. And so I made some of the iron golems to help, and they helped a little bit, but they're also getting kind of wrecked and stuck. So I need to figure out a better security system for all the slime that keeps on happening down here. But hey, look, we've got our lab facility. Just pretend, by the way, that those little copper things have already oxidized. Yeah. Okay. So this is perfect. It's tucked away back in that corner right over there. It's looking really good. And if we come back here, we've got kind of a monitor system, and it's a little empty. I'm not gonna lie, it's not quite what I want it to be yet, but I think it's a good start. We've got a good observation area. Despite the slimes constantly spawning in, this actually is fairly protected while you're in here. And I may build like some turrets or something like that. I know there's like this thing I've seen online where people use kind of a bunch of snowmen and also some fire to kind of create these like turrets to basically shut down any mobs that come in the area. And you have to have a ton of snowmen and that sort of thing. But I might like put one over there or over there, and then maybe one over there or something like that, just to give us a little bit more added. Oh, shoot! Okay. Yeah. Then I looked at an Enderman. Let's just pretend I didn't yell out "shoot" at a high pitched level that could break glass. Okay, that definitely did not happen. Let's say that did not happen. But you know what? I'm not mad at it because this means I get to showcase this. So what I did is I have under here, in kind of underneath the lore office, where we have kind of our, I don't want to say detention center or anything like that, but our containment center, let's say that. This is where we have the kind of the area to contain the lore and make sure that everything is safe from getting, mixed in with all the various districts upstairs. But I've also created a train system or a rail system. Oh, here we go. And this is going to bring us right down into the plot hole. And not only that, will actually bring us directly to the new lab down here. So this is a perfect connection between the up and the down. And it also means that if we choose to, we can actually cap the top of the hole and make it a little bit, hopefully a little bit more protected. But anyway, it's a start. Okay, this is just a start. We've got a lot more to do. In fact, I think this lab is just getting started. We're going to need to kind of expand, build out, put some equipment in, and really kind of figure out a way that we can kind of tap into these rings to study them a little bit more and get a better idea of what they do so that in our process of lighting them up, we don't accidentally just destroy everything, because we don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do that. So... I think this will be great. We'll continue on working on it. What should we call this lab? What should we call this facility, research facility? I haven't come up with a good name for it yet. And is this the best method for protecting from slimes? I mean, I know we've got frogs, but then we'll have frogs everywhere. I don't know. We've got to figure out a good security method. There's a lot of work that needs to occur down here, and that I know for sure. But big thanks to Socasm this episode for joining me and helping me to light up the ring, or at least begin to light up the ring. Would love to make sure that you check out her work. I'll be sure to have a link to her channel in the show notes for this episode. That's going to do it for us for this week, but until next time, goodbye!